Hello guys, the big news or announcement that students and parents were eagerly waiting for has now been officially announced. The NTA director, Mr. Vineet Joshi, in an official press release, has confirmed that JEE Main, which usually used to happen in January, is going to be postponed. And also a tentative date has been mentioned for the first JEE Main. So he has said that it is likely to be in the month of February. This actually doesn't come as a big surprise. I've actually mentioned about this in a video which I had posted in my channel around a week's time back. The important thing that I want to talk about in this video is what is that an aspirant should not be doing after this announcement has been made. Okay, now that Mr. Vineet Joshi has said that by February you are going to have the first JEE Main. What is invariably going to happen is, in the media there will be a lot of noise surrounding this, whether this decision is right or not. There will be a lot of tweets in Twitter which had happened in 2020 conduction of the examination. Once NTA announced the official dates after postponing it twice, there were a lot of people who wanted the exam to be postponed again, and they had taken Twitter by storm and all that. There was large opposition to the conduction of examination. Similar things are likely to happen this time also. But as an aspirant, you should not be carried away by all these things. If NTA makes an official announcement that the exam, the first JEE Main, is going to happen by February, and most likely it is to be around the mid of February, okay, maybe around 15th of Feb will be your first JEE Main, and the official announcement for the exact dates would be most likely out by end of November. So we are expecting it to be out by that particular time. So once that announcement has been made, do not be carried away by the media noise. There will be a lot of media channels who for so many reasons, just for them to increase their TRP ratings, they play with emotions of students, parents and aspirants. So do not be carried away by all those noise. You need to have a good plan for yourself. So you really have 2 months time. So December, January, you plan your schedule for these 2 months. When you talk with friends, your friend might be telling that I heard this news, this kind of thing might happen. So many rumors I'm not saying might, it will start spreading around. So you must not be carried away by all these rumors. Even if your friend calls and tells you that I heard such and such news, okay, you tell your friend, don't listen to any such news, but rather focus on your preparation. That would be really good advice for your friend also. Okay, so you make sure that you are going to have a proper plan to revise your entire 11th and 12th syllabus by January end. Okay, and see, 20 years back, people who had access to information were at a advantageous position. They were better off when they had access to information, maybe some 15-20 years back. But now this technological age is very different. If you have access to information, because there is no dearth of information, there is so much of information, and majority of the information that is available is misleading, highly misleading, just for people. Okay, they publish whatever it is, they keep publishing things, they speak about things. There will be very few places where you get authentic information. So in this current age, those who do not have access to information are really going to be better off. Okay, so number one, do not be carried away by the noise that is going to be surrounding you. Eventually it is going to happen. A month's time from now, December end, January, okay, the new year comes. so many media people will start saying, okay, this pandemic situation, this corona situation, this will happen, that will happen. So many nonsense and bullshit things will be spoken about in media and in Twitter. You will have so many tweets. So do not be carried away by any such noise. Okay, that is the number one thing. Next, second thing is, do not be carried away by the available time. Okay, that is, do not misread the available time. So February 15th. Okay, so you might think that, okay, 1 month extra time is there. There is no 1 month. Let's say even if it is going to happen by March end. Okay, I'm just saying it is not going to be the case. Even if it happens by March end, the amount of time available to you is only that much time which you are going to put to use. Okay, so keep this in mind. It is that time which is available to you only to that extent where you are going to utilize the time. Okay, so do not be carried away by these date calendars, the date where the exam is going to happen. So you make a proper plan, try to maximize your efforts, and importantly, don't become anxious or nervous. So this anxiousness and nervousness will all start coming when your mind is going to be deviated from your preparation and you start looking around the news channels. In YouTube, you will have so many channels where there will be some news being published. Okay, so do not be carried away by such noise. You make a proper plan. That much time only will be available to you where you are going to put the time to use. Okay, so second, do not misread the time. And third important thing, what you should not be doing, do not target the second attempt of JEE main. There are reasons why second attempt should not be targeted. For one, if you are going to really have a plan where you will target the first JEE main, you will be able to keep yourself motivated, prepare to the best possible extent that you can before the first JEE main itself. You will be having your school things to manage, so that majorly 12th standard students, they start thinking that, okay, I have school practicals coming up, CBSE, I have to prepare for. See, all these things are there. That is there for every student who's aspiring for NEET, unless the student is going to be a repeater who's taking the JEE main exam for the second time. So eventually, all 12th standard students have to do this. They have to focus on their boards. You make a proper plan to allocate the time for your board preparation, for your practical exam preparations, and also give time for your JEE main preparation. Keep the target as the first attempt. Now, why I'm saying the second attempt should not be your primary target? Eventually, what happens is, less number of test takers will be there in the second attempt. And for the same score that you might be scoring in the first attempt and second attempt, eventually your percentile will be better in the first attempt. So make sure that you are going to have a proper scheduled revision for your first JEE main attempt itself, and try to do your best in your first attempt. Okay, the second attempt is there only because due to some unforeseen reason something went wrong in the first attempt. That is the primary reason why that second attempt is also given, so that students, due to some unforeseen reason, maybe they were unwell, due to some reason they were not able to do well in the first attempt after having a good preparation. So just to give you that second chance, the second attempt is there. It is not that to make you target the second attempt, they have kept the second attempt. Okay, and eventually second attempt is going to be having a lot more competition than the first attempt, because majority of students, see, in spite of whatever things is being said in this video, okay, there are a lot of noise which will be surrounding, and students eventually get carried out by all these noise. They get carried away and they will not be able to do well. Majority of them I'm speaking about. You must not be in that majority. Your target should be to do well in the first attempt itself. Okay. For one, the competition will increase in the second attempt. Okay, because first attempt they don't do well. Majority of students, they don't do well and they will become nervous and then they will start preparing. Okay, so competition is invariably going to increase. And also students will think that, okay, JEE main is not my cup of tea, and less number of takers will be there in the second attempt. And moreover, this year is a pandemic situation. You never know what kind of situation might be there coming up in the second attempt of JEE main. How, because of the pandemic in 2020, the number of test takers went down. It came down by 20%. So if 20% is a huge number, See, out of 10 lakh students, if 2 lakh students are going to not take the test, so the number of test takers reducing, your percentiles are going to drop drastically. Okay, because percentile invariably depends upon the number of test takers, and lesser the number of test takers, the chances of your percentile being low is high. Okay, so take the first attempt seriously and have a good revision plan so that you can target the very first JEE main attempt and do well. Also, NTA director has mentioned about NEET. Okay, they will officially announce what will be the date of the NEET examination. You can expect things to be delayed. Even CBSE board exam most likely to be delayed by a month. So these things will slowly eventually come out. Okay, but you don't think about all these things too much. So instead of having the December end or January beginning as the target, now we are going to have January end as the target. Things are getting delayed by roughly around 30 days. Okay, so but media will start promoting or publishing a lot of things saying that this should not happen, that should not happen. Okay, don't get carried away by all these noise. Have your proper plan and do not listen to too many things in the media, because as I told in the beginning itself, in the current era, people who do not have access to information much are the ones who are really going to be at an advantage. So you focus on your preparation. That is what is really going to help you, because at the end of the day, this is a relative performance where, for one, what others are doing also matters. Okay, and there will be really serious aspirants who will be focusing on their preparation. Okay, it is those non-serious students who will be in the Twitter. They will not be really. In fact, out of these 10 lakh students, the 2 lakh serious aspirants are going to be there. So remaining 8 lakh students, they want the exams and all to be postponed. Okay, they are not very confident about taking the examination. But for students who have really prepared for a period of at least around 2 years of time, you have given your time for preparation. Now is the time for you to consolidate things and really do well. So I wish you all the very best. Do not get carried away and stay focused, stay motivated, do well, prepare well. All the very best. I'll see you in another video. Bye guys.